Good morning and happy summer solstice, which means that today is the first day of summer. I think it's the perfect time to do a little giveaway. I'm super excited about today's video, not only because of the giveaway, but I get to share with you my favorite type of new bag, the Sling bags, specifically the ones from Moment, and that's what I'm going to be giving away to one of you who are watching. Not only am I giving away a bag, Moment has also allowed me to give away a digital course, one of your choosing, from the Moment website, so that you can learn a new skill that you can add to your tool belt on your creative journey. So, as most of you know, I've been on a journey for the past little while to reduce my camera kit to be as compact as it possibly can be. And I initially picked up this little, about 1 liter-ish sling from the Moment travel wear line way back in 2021. And I thought that I could fit my A7 IV with a small lens in it at the time. And boy, was I wrong, because this bag is really designed more for mobile filmmaking. It's actually perfect for that. But it just didn't work for me at the time, and I never really ended up using the bag. I even considered doing a giveaway with this bag. But a little while later, when I picked up the Leica Deluxe 8, I decided to give this bag a go again. And it fit that camera perfectly. So I took it on multiple trips in the city, out of the city, on planes and trains, and it was just so compact and versatile. That's when I really fell in love with the Sling bag. When I ended up picking up my Q343 and needing a little more gear, I was then looking for a bit of a bigger Sling bag. So when I went to IFA Berlin in 2024, that's when I met the peeps at Moment, and they previewed to me what was going to be newly released Everything Sling 4 liter and 2 liter, and I just loved them. They improved the bags, added a few extra bells and whistles, and I reached out to them and said, could you send me a couple of them so that I could test and use in my everyday carry? And as I started using them, I fell in love with them. So I reached back out to them, and we agreed that we would be able to do a giveaway for one of the Everything Slings, as well as the digital course. And I'm so excited that I get to do that. So let's take a few minutes to talk about the bags before I tell you how to enter the giveaway. Now, both the bags are super similar in their design, but there are a few differences. Both the Slings are constructed from a 420D high density micro ripstop nylon, and they feature a double layer waterproof coating. So when you're out in your daily adventures and on your hikes with your important camera gear, you know that they're going to be protected to a degree. The zippers on the bag are also YKK reverse coil zippers, so they offer a smooth operation with additional water resistance. Typically for me, I like the Aqua Seal style, but I do find that these reverse coil zippers are a little smoother to operate. I think one of the things that I like most about these bags is that they have a matte finish to them. The colors on the bags are really nice. That matte finish on them makes them fit with any of your outfits just perfectly. They have a minimalist design that provides a sleek and modern look that doesn't scream camera bag. And for me, having a discreet carry in urban settings with lots of expensive camera gear is a huge plus for me. I've said it before, but I'm more a fan of gear and bags and clothing that have minimal logos and are more in line with that quiet luxury. So all you'll see on the bags is a little bit of this light glazing for a logo, and it's so minimal. Other slings out there that I have tried that I have also liked, but they have huge logos plastered all over them, and that's not my preference. Next, let's kind of talk about the storage and organization. Both the bags have a main compartment that has a lot of space, whether it's the 4-liter or 2-liter. Both the bags can fit my compact sort of Leica Deluxe 8 super easily, but even the 2-liter can hold my Leica Q343 no problem. They both have a rear hidden pocket, so it's perfect for your passports or cards or wallets or cash. And then it has a front quick access pocket that's perfect for your sunglasses, things that you need to grab quickly, like your keys even on the 4-liter. The cool thing about the 2-liter is it has a key lash, which unfortunately the 4-liter does not have. The 4-liter though does have a padded slip pocket, and it was designed for the Nintendo Switch or their Moment Super Cage. Since I don't have either of those, I couldn't really test that out, but we do have an e-reader and it fits the Kindle perfectly. And I also do believe that it would fit the new iPad mini. I've looked at the measurements and it would fit. So I think I want to pick one of those up, because sometimes when I'm traveling, I don't want to bring out my laptop, but I do need to do a little bit of quick editing, and I think the iPad mini would be perfect for that. Now, both bags have bottom lash straps, and they allow you to carry, an extra jacket or water bottle or a tripod, which can be really useful in certain instances like this one, since I'm using one right now. The thing about the 4-liter though is the lash straps, sometimes if they're not pulled tight, do kind of unbuckle when there's nothing being attached to it. So that's something that you have to be a little bit aware of. They improved the strap from the original one to a soft touch travel strap. It's made from sort of that durable seatbelt fabric, and the strap ensures a really comfortable carrying experience. The 4-liter has a quick pivot system and an easy glide buckle, and it's looped around so you can adjust it with one hand super easily, and it has no dangling straps. The 2-liter has a more traditional strap securing option, but it does have a strap tie down. So that's a big thing for me. I've talked about that before. I don't like when straps are just dangling around and flying all over the place. The bag is just really comfortable, and wherever they're sitting on your body, whether you're doing it as a crossbody or a hip bag or just slinging it over your shoulder, you don't really have any sort of sweat issues, especially on hot days like today. A few things that you might want to consider. The main compartments on both bags are really spacious, but they do lack some small internal pockets. Little pockets so that you could maybe put a camera battery or an SD card or maybe even your lip balm or something like that. The 4-liter also doesn't feature a grab handle, so when you have it fully loaded up, you only have that main strap to grab, and if it's really like fully loaded, it can kind of flop over as you're picking it up a little bit using that big strap. So maybe in a future iteration, a grab handle would be nice. One other thing that I do want to mention is on the 4-liter, the inside of the bag has a bit of like that fuzzy texture, because they really want you to be able to move the bag divider that is included to whatever setup you're using. But I do find that the bag divider is actually a little bit too narrow. So when you have your full frame camera in there, the bag divider is not wide enough. So it sort of tugs in on the bag and you can't fit your camera in there. Well, you can fit your camera in there, but then the divider sort of unattaches because it's just not wide enough to hit both edges of the bag. So what I did was I just grabbed a divider from one of my other camera bags, a divider that I wasn't using, and it's actually just a little bit wider, so it fits the bag more perfectly in my opinion. So I think in a future iteration, I hope that they make that adjustment. So moment, if you're seeing this, if in a future iteration, just extend out the bag divider on the 4-liter a little bit, it'll be perfect. On the 2-liter, the inside isn't as textured because I don't believe that they had planned for you to divide up the compartment as much. The fuzzy texture is actually in the front pocket, and that's a little bit of a carryover from their mobile filmmaking bag. The divider is much smaller and you can move that divider around, and I think that's to separate their camera phone lenses. And in this case, if you're not using a camera phone lens, then you can use it to separate out your batteries or maybe your hard drives or something smaller like that. right, so we talked a little bit about the slings and we walked through a few different loadouts. So I guess the only thing left to talk about is how to enter the giveaway and my personal thoughts about using sling bags and specifically these ones. If you are someone who normally uses a compact creator setup or camera setup and you haven't used a sling bag yet, you should definitely try it. I find that these ones here are really great because, as you saw, the 2-liter can still hold a lot of gear. And if you do need a little bit more space, that 4-liter is perfect. It can fit a lot of different type of loadouts. It can fit like the DJI mini drone and the big remote while you hang your camera around your neck. And it still gives you a little bit more space with all the different pockets for everything you need for a day out. Now, the biggest drawback that I have found has been when I need to work on the go, like maybe from a coffee shop or something, there's nowhere to put your laptop. I know that there are other sling bags that do provide maybe a laptop fold-out sleeve or something like that. And I think they're like 6 liters or 8 liters, but once you get to that size, then I might as well just use my backpack. Not having to use a backpack all the time has really saved my back, and it's really kept me mobile when I've been out trying to grab content on the go and try to be quick and grab the shots that I need. In terms of the giveaway, it's actually really straightforward. All you have to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and in the comment section, leave the word moment and either your choice of 2 liter or 4 liter. And then I'll pick a winner, and then I'll reach out to you to tell you how we will send you the bag and how you can claim that digital course. I will leave the giveaway up for 7 days. So it'll end on June 30th, and we will pick a winner on July 1st. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe share it with someone who is considering one of the Moment slings or a sling bag in general. And I hope you found the video useful for yourself if you've been curious about the bags. Good luck. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, live passionately and stay inspired.